What's up, guys? Super Sunday brings you the local derby clash between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspurs.
At the age of 87, I'm still supporting Arsenal, and I want them to be the winner. And we are going to Europe. Don't write us off. I'm fed up with Arsenal, but I cannot leave them. I think we will have to sell everybody, including the coach.
Now, a win will be a launch pad for either teams. A win will mean that both managers are looking forward to gain trust from their fans and also to have a successful Premier League campaign this season. At the beginning of the Premier League, Tottenham was on top of the table. Arsenal was at the bottom for the first time ever. Now, one is dropping, one is climbing on the table, which means that it's just a battle for the 5th, 7th, and then 8th place. For the last two games, it was a win for Arteta and his men, which means that they have the confidence in facing their London club rivals. Arteta started building the team from behind, which will also enhance the confidence of his players in moving forward. Every battle in this Premier League is won at the midfield, and Thomas Partey, no doubt, he's a wonderful midfielder, and he's only the holding midfielder Arteta entrusts his team on. It will be interesting to see the shape and lineup Arteta will bring around Thomas Partey in the midfield. If you have this kind of a midfielder, you will now left to be creative in the midfield, and you need creative players at the midfield, and Arsenal have got this kind of players in Bukayo Saka, Smith Rowe, and also Odegaard. Nuno's style of play is not getting the best out of Harry Kane, and he will not be happy to be positioned at the left wing again, especially their last match against Chelsea at home, where he played at the left wing. It wasn't getting him into the box, and he was clueless in the game. Now, Nuno was a cautious coach when he was at Wolves. They were not very attractive to watch, but they were very scary in meeting clubs. He was always defensive and dual on counter, and Tottenham fans would like to see an open and attractive game. It's now left with Nuno to be able to cope with this. He also got a real talent at the midfield and creative players just like Arsenal in Lucas, Harry Kane, and Son. Now, after the win and a clean sheet for Arteta, he will also be looking forward to boost their goal scoring abilities in the forward lines. In going to this game, it will be interesting to see Arsenal's attack against Tottenham defense. Given those creative players, if Arsenal can get Aubameyang to make good runs and play with confidence, it's going to mean business for them, and they are going to score goals during this game. Tottenham got a new boys in Emerson Royal and Christian Romero, and that might be an area Arsenal will exploit, perhaps down the left flanks. If those Arsenal creative players are able to build a good relationship with Aubameyang in the center forward, then it's going to be a win for Arsenal. But it will all depend on Aubameyang. If Aubameyang falls, then it means Arsenal is going to fall. There's a big focus on Nuno on how he's going to take Tottenham team forward, and there are comparisons between him and Mourinho as it stands now because of Harry Kane. Because in the beginning of last year, people were saying Harry Kane will not be able to get goals as he's going to be defending for Mourinho, as Mourinho is playing defensive game. But all these claims came out to be unreal because Harry Kane proved that he was an individually good. But it's too early to judge for Nuno as it stands, as Harry Kane can still pick up his form again. Now, even though this clash is a local derby, but then it doesn't matter who is on form. Any team can come out victorious, as it's always difficult to predict a derby clash. But as it stands now, my prediction is both teams might score, but watch out for Arsenal. I could not say they will win. Nuno can still bring the best out of his team as they outclass City in their home match in the first Premier League game. Ndombele at the midfield of Nuno is also a class. He still needs to work on his physicality as he's not able to complete a full season game, and he still needs to learn a lot going forward in Premier League games. He has all the qualities, dribbling, holding, but then he still needs to accomplish the dangerous passes Harry Kane and Son will need in order to be scoring goals. Nuno still got a lot of talents in the field area, but the only thing the club is looking forward is his adaptation. He needs to adapt quickly. We know football is always a business. You need to invest into right players. Don't allow others to be investing so much. You want to invest a little bit and you want to get more out of it. It doesn't work that way. If they need trophies, they need to come out and invest heavily into the club. Nuno is not all that a bad coach, and he can still be able to prove it because the season is still young. My prediction is going to be draw, but I lean the win to Arsenal. They win their last 2 games and Tottenham is dropping, so it's going to be pressure on Tottenham. If you think otherwise, type your suggestions in the comments below. Subscribe, like and share, and we'll see you after the match.